watch-along section of Whiskey and Wrestling. Justin, we are on June 23rd, 1997. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Is that... I thought maybe you said something else?
No, I said June 23rd.
No? Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. June 23rd, 1997, Monday Night Raw. We are queued up on the WWE Network. I'll give you guys a second to queue up if you want to watch along with us. And we are going to start in 3, 2, and 1.
Boom.
Boom.
In over 170,000 countries.
This intro, man. I wasn't watching wrestling like I didn't see this episode live, but like this intro takes me back right away.
Yeah. It's a funny thing, like that logo. When I think of this era of wrestling, I always think of the scratch logo.
Need some Rebel stuff?
Yeah, more than whatever I got in here. That's good. Thank you. You need some Wawa? You want to top that off with some...
let me...
That's straight from a mountain spring.
Straight from a mountain spring.
Yeah. From a Walmart.
What I'm here for. I just come for your upscale water, Jonesy.
It's great. It's a great value.
Monday Night Raw.
There's that awesome intro with the ring on fire and
pyro. We don't get pyro anymore.
No, we don't.
We don't.
Not usually.
They're trying to save money, bro.
Hey, you know what though? Like you'd get in those arenas, like where they'd light off all that pyro at the start of it, and then there'd be that haze over the ring.
For sure.
Yeah, like the whole show too. Like it'd be there for 2 hours, and it's like, I'm kind of fine with it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm fine with it.
I like it's cool when it's at Mania and stuff. Yeah, all the signs.
Oh, when they're at Mania, when they're in the there's a Beavis and Butthead sign.
97,
man. Welcome back to 97.
Detroit, Michigan, hockey town.
There we
USA.
Go. When they're in the
didn't even have to look that up,
or when they're in the stadiums, even an enclosed stadium, like there's room for that stuff to go. When they're in this, I mean, this is 5,000 seater maybe.
Oh, I'm sure it's a hockey arena, so it's probably upwards of 10 to 20,000, I would guess. But I mean, yeah, so
it's gonna fill up.
Yeah.
Smoke.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I would guess this probably is in the Palace of Auburn Hills. So.
This Attitude Era crowd, man, there was nothing like it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Here comes the nation.
And last week we had...
What are you laughing at, bro?
Nothing. Last week we had Ron Simmons and Farouk and Kama versus Ahmed and Taker, and Ahmed turned on Taker.
Dude, Kama
Mustafa's
a big man, dude.
Yeah, he's massive.
Like you forget that later on when he's like the Godfather. Like now he's been the Godfather, and he comes out with his little white button up and his long pants.
Yeah.
You kind of forget how big he is.
Yeah. You can tell he's tall, but that's about it. You know, like the size of all four of those guys, though, it's impressive.
Like if you met D'Lo, like D'Lo Brown's the smallest of them. If you met D'Lo on the street.
Yeah,
you'd be like, that's a big dude.
Yeah, look at the size of Simmons' arms; like they're huge.
Yeah.
Hey, Ahmed's wearing yoga pants and fanny pack.
That fanny pack.
Hey, his
tank top has buttons,
and it's ribbed. It's a ribbed tank. It's a ribbed tank top with buttons.
Ribbed for his pleasure.
And that's a leather bandana, dude.
It's a skull cap, bro. He's representing.
Whatever, man. I don't know.
Johnson out here representing. He's got the fanny pack. He's got the yoga pants. He's got combat boots on, bro. Like, what do you want?
He's got electrical tape on his biceps and his wrists.
Dude, he's representing. Man.
Hey, I just like big ups to Ahmed for
his
fanny
being, pack is leather too.
Yeah, of course. How hot do you think a leather skull cap is? Hey, big ups to him, though, for being the first wrestler ever to wear his fanny pack to the ring.
To the ring?
Yeah.
Well, they had to, man. He's got those yoga pants on. He was probably not gonna, and on his way out, somebody was like, "Yo, Ahmed, you got to cover up that moose knuckle, bro. Here, put this fanny pack on."
Too early for moose knuckle. Faux show.
It's never Never too early for Moose Knuckle.
Simmons just standing there saying,
Simmons
"Hey,
right?
let's let the grown-ups use the mic now." And
Yeah. Well, I think they still thought Ahmed was like a star. You know, like Ahmed was like a thing.
well, by they you mean that guy holding the mic in front of his face.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, which is all the they that matters. But yeah,
Right.
I would imagine.
You think he's realizing right now?
No, we'll see him realize in a few minutes. Not that I've ever seen this before.
Not that you've ever seen this before.
Look at D'Lo's tough guy face. Look at him. I don't know what this guy's saying either.
You know what he's thinking? He's thinking,
Well, does he have a blacked out tooth?
no, he's.
Or is he really missing a tooth
I
there?
have no idea.
I like it. Good job, D'Lo. Look at that.
Ooh.
Pump.
Man, Ahmed Johnson. When people talk about put a little bass in your voice when you talk to me, son, like Ahmed Johnson has all the bass in his voice.
More than Simmons?
I meant Simmons.
Oh,
I meant
yeah,
Simmons.
Yeah.
No,
Damn.
nobody
Just broke the. They just broke the computer.
nobody has more bass in their voice than Ron Simmons.
No, man. He sounds like those first promos that the Giant did in WCW, where he was almost trying to do an impression of Andre. You know.
Yes.
Anybody want a peanut?
Anybody want a peanut? No more rhymes. I mean it.
He don't care who you are, man.
Ahmed Johnson getting intense. He's laying it down to Vince McMahon,
That's
giving
right.
him the business.
That's right.
Giving him the business, baby.
And he can safely cover electrical wires with that tape on his wrist.
Is he an electrician?
Yeah, he might be.
That's why he keeps it there.
Yeah, he's probably got tools in his fanny pack. Oh, we let Kama. He did
Dude,
with the
this
rock
whole-
bottom.
With the
Remember
rock
that?
bottom, yes. This whole team, man, they're just.
So this nation is the same. They just get rid of Ahmed and add the Rock, right? When the Rock comes back.
Yes.
That's 97, right? Or is that 98?
Well, no, we also. Well, yeah, I guess that's right. But we also add. When does Mark Henry join? Is that before or after the Rock?
Oh, good question. I don't. What? Maybe it was Five Guys when
5 guys. It was definitely 5 guys for a minute.
with those two, and then they
But
kicked
then
out Farouk, didn't
yeah,
they?
they moved Farouk out real quick.
Damn.
Uh-oh. Here
Oh.
comes Crush
Here comes Crash.
and the fake Undertaker. Crush, the Undertaker, and Eli and Whitney Blue.
I wish Uncle Zebediah was there.
He'd probably fall off his motorcycle.
Those Harris boys are massive, though.
All these guys are
Yeah,
big, man.
they are all big.
This is
But I think those guys get in there and tower over everybody. Like,
the
maybe-
Harris brothers are huge.
yeah, they're tall, dude. Big boys, big fellas. You know the Undertaker has to be.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he had
Yeah.
the fake.
And he was a little bit shorter than
I mean,
Taker
Crush
was.
is big, man. All these
Yeah,
guys
Crush
are
is
big,
huge.
man.
Yeah.
All these guys are big and tall. These guys are a little lankier. Like the nation are a little meatier. These guys are taller and a little leaner, but they're a lot taller. Look at them, man.
Yeah. Those guys are taller than both Chains and Crush, I
Yeah,
think.
for sure.
And
It's a
Crush is damn near 7 foot. Like, he's always been.
Yeah.
I mean, he was always billed as 7 foot, I
Right.
think. But I think he's 6'9".
yeah.
You know, so it might as
Same
well be
as-
7 foot.
Right,
Yeah.
same as Taker.
Yeah. I mean, Chains is the shortest one in that group. The Undertaker, you know,
For
like
real. Well, I'm sure.
it would have been one of the Harris
I'm sure he had some
brothers if
lifts
they
in
could
his
have
boots.
grown hair.
They could have grown hair. Don't you remember the
They had those were
Eli and
wigs.
Whitney Blue?
Those were
Oh,
wigs.
those were wigs.
Yep,
I've
wrestled in wigs.
surely not, right?
No, that definitely not.
Definitely not.
That's the most impractical thing I've ever said.
I mean,
That's not true.
probably. I was going to say, I'm known you a while, Jones. You've said some.
I said dumber things on Frawl Brawl.
I mean, that's almost definitely true. Watching this, man, makes me kind of realize, like, they booked this. And I wasn't watching wrestling at this time. I started watching shortly after this, like regularly. I'd seen wrestling, but like I started watching regularly after this, and both these factions were still around then, and I just, man, like, it's tough. It's looking back, like, I know it was booked. You know what I mean? When I became a wrestler, I know they booked this stuff. But, like, think about them sitting around a booking meeting going, all right, what about we need a biker group. What if Crush and the Harris brothers become a biker gang, and we'll call them the Disciples of Apocalypse. Like, it's just weird to think about that's like a plan.
Yeah.
Like, you almost just feel like they were just hanging around, and it's just, I don't know, it's just tough to see the booking sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, and like watching it then, like, you only saw groups of guys like this get into it, like these big brawls like this, right before Survivor Series.
Right.
Like, you didn't see this throughout the season or the year or anything. Oh! Take that. Yeah.
It's in the way of his bike.
Yeah. He looked mad. Anyway,
I'm sure somebody was supposed to move that.
You didn't see these big brawls like this, like, prior to Survivor Series season.
Right.
And we're, this is June or July or whatever. June, yeah. So
get together, Jonesy.
Sorry, June 23rd. I remember.
There they go.
This is June. You didn't see groups go at it like this at that point in time. Like, you had to wait till Survivor Series. And the other thing that's weird is, Survivor Series that year is all about the gangs, the gang warfare thing, right? So that's kind of where that all came from. And it's like, you had the Bariquas, but think about it, and those things lasted for a while.
Yeah, man.
Like, DOA was around a while, and the Bariquas were, and
well, they needed the factions, man.
Yeah.
NWO. In NWO, like, we had the Heenan family prior to this, and they were like a stable, and Heenan managed all of them. But they all had different gimmicks. They never fought together unless they were, like, attacking Hogan or the Undertaker.
But the only thing they had in common was that Heenan was their manager.
Yep. And they didn't come out together. They weren't, like, group all the time, for sure. NWO had changed all of that by now. Yeah. And I talk about that booking committee meeting. I'm sure that booking meeting was a lot more like, we need an NWO. This NWO is kicking our ass. We need an NWO. What if and somebody was like, well, what if our NWO was a biker gang? And somebody else was like, you know what? We've got Ahmed or we've got Farouk. What if our NWO was like the Black Panthers? Yeah. I'm sure. Vince was like, that's great. Let's do them both.
Cut to Kevin Sullivan saying, the Dungeon of Doom was the NWO before the NWO.
The Dungeon of Doom. Probably called him. Hey, Vince. Want me to bring the Dungeon of Doom to your gang warfare?
1-800-COLLECT still work? Did anybody call that?
Bro, you called 1-800-COLLECT.
Me?
You called 1-800-COLLECT.
No.
Yeah.
That's horse manure.
Bro, it's still. That's why it's not covered over, because it still works. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Well, we have shady memories.
You have a shady memory. I remember just fine.
Oh, I did call 1-800-COLLECT. 1-800-265-5328. That sounds about, yeah.
Were you on? Were we on the podcast when you called that?
It was at 10:10 on a school night, so it might have been.
We were on when you called that or not. I remember you calling. I remember it still worked.
I hope we put it on speaker.
I hope it's on the podcast.
Maybe you guys have already heard that by now. So refresh our memories. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
So yeah, this is the weirdest 5-team ever. Goldust is bringing everybody together, and Goldust was, at that point in time, he had a easy-made heel run, and then they turned him face, and it was cool, man.
Is it the weirdest ever, or is it just that Goldust is involved?
Probably just that Goldust is involved. There's Dan Severn.
Oh, big Dan the Beast.
Freddie Mercury. Dan Severn.
He does.
With the king behind him. Not the king, but, Elvis.
Elvis.
The real king.
The real king. The king of rock and roll.
The king of rock and roll. That's right. That Memphis sound.
I wrestled Dan Severn one time. Did you know that?
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. I was at that show.
He wasn't cool.
I was on that show.
He was a nice guy.
Yeah, he was a nice guy. Yeah. Yeah, I was on that show. He did a clinic before the show and everything.
Yeah, he was a good guy, man.
Yeah, he was a good guy. Was a good guy. I enjoyed listening to him teach.
Yep.
For sure.
He was knowledgeable. I didn't know if he'd be... I wasn't surprised he was knowledgeable. I just didn't know if I could... I didn't know what to expect.
I didn't expect him to know, hey, Billy Gunn, we've also been in the ring with him.
We have?
Yeah.
You wrestled Billy Gunn.
Well...
I was just on a team with him.
I took his finish and kicked out.
I don't think you did.
I didn't kick out.
I think you went down.
Yeah, I job a lot.
He made you famous.
Hey, he's a big MFer too,
he's
man.
A big dude.
He's
man.
huge.
He's a big dude.
I'm 6'5", right?
They were all big.
I'm 6'5". I weigh a good amount of weight, and Billy Gunn stares eye to eye with me, and he is way more athletic than I am.
He's cut.
He's huge
solid,
too.
He's
like,
muscle.
Yeah.
He's 70 years old now, and he's still solid muscle.
Yeah. Always enjoyed Billy Gunn's work. Not when he was Rockabilly though.
Yeah, you did. You loved Rockabilly. Rockabilly. You used to call me all the time and tell me like, dude, Rockabilly just had this match. It's the best match I've ever seen.
We didn't know each other yet, but I did.
It's not that's why that's why it was weird. I
know.
Who is this?
No, I just hollered outside.
Who
Jared! Jared! So 97, Billy Gunn is still Rockabilly.
97, Billy Gunn is still Rockabilly. Man, we're real close to the... How close are we to the New Age Outlaws?
They're right around the corner. But
they gotta be, right? Because they're in that dumpster match by the next Mania, right?
Yes, the next Mania. But you know what else we don't have right now? DX.
Wow.
Triple H. It's just Triple H in China here,
it's
man.
Just Triple H in China.
Yeah. So
Michaels is on injury right now, right?
So King of the Ring, it was Michaels and Austin. They had been tag team champions, right? King of the Ring, they wrestled.
Yep.
And then Michaels lost his smile again.
Was that where he lost?
No, he didn't. No, he did that at the beginning of '97.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But he disappeared again. Basically,
yeah.
I think maybe that's around the time him and
he was hurt.
Brett got into it around that time. Yeah, I think that's when that happened.
A little pussyfoot injury,
and he left for that. But so he comes back at SummerSlam, and he turns heel. And then that's when DX
Montreal Screwjob.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
That's when DX forms right after SummerSlam of this year.
Wow. That blows my mind, man. I remember the Attitude Era as like this era. You know what I mean? But it was 4 years. Stretched, right? Stretched. The Attitude Era was like 4 years, Stone Cold had like a 2-year run. Everything, it seemed like it took so long. It seemed like, looking back, it seemed like everything happened so much.
Yeah.
But really it was like lightning, man. Everything happened, it came and went, and it was amazing when it was there. I mean, Billy Gunn's going to be
in one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Absolutely.
Within 2 months, and he's Rockabilly right here, seconded by
My
Hockentuck.
favorite tag team of all time.
Yeah.
Is the New Age Outlaws.
One of the greatest ever. I mean, I'll put them up against just about anybody.
Yeah.
So,
man.
But here's a deal that'll blow your mind too, though.
Okay.
the rock and wrestling era,
Yep.
which is what wrestling was built on, right? Hogan's heyday.
Mm-hmm.
That's 87 and 91.
87 and 91.
By 92, the real main event of 92's Mania is Flair and Savage. And he's 93, he does the Money Inc. match, and he's gone right after that, right? So that's what an era is in wrestling. And at this time, you got to get even more traction out of it because you're running 52 shows a year plus 12 pay-per-views. Then you were running syndicated shows that ran 52 weeks a year, but you didn't see Hogan every week. You only saw Hogan 5 times a year on pay-per-view, and every once in a while on Superstars.
All right, so let me ask this: Is that because we were younger and our concept of time was different, or is that because when we're able to look back, we have WWE and WCW running simultaneously, so we have 8 years of content to look back at. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I think
so I guess I'm asking, is that a perception from when we were younger, or is that like a hindsight?
It's two things. Okay. So number one, as we get older, our memories don't operate the same. We don't make them as easily.
Right.
Like I can remember this stuff like it's yesterday.
Man.
Except for I can remember the Attitude Era of wrestling like it's yesterday. I can remember all the shows I was at. Yep. I remember Mania 13's entire card, right?
Okay.
I don't remember this year's Mania card.
Yeah.
Don't at all. Like, that's just how our memories work as we get older. And time seems to shrink when you get older, right? So you put importance on different things, whatever, but time goes by faster.
Right.
It does not slow down. The other big thing is with when we were really young, and it was the Hogan era, the rock and wrestling era, the wrestling we consumed was on VHS tape. Right. It was on Saturday mornings on Superstars. It was not weekly. We consumed 3 hours, 3.5 hours of wrestling a week in 97 and 98 and 99. Right?
Yeah.
And 24 pay-per-views a year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, that's
a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes it feel like a lot more.
Yeah, you think you're seeing a lot because you are, but it's in that compacted amount of time.
Right.
Right? Mark Marrow. Good mullet. And jorts.
Look at this is so 90s, man. I love it. It's like oh man. You know, so many people love the 80s, right? And I'm fine with the 80s.
I had this WWE magazine.
You had that one?
Oh yeah.
Look at
I had all
Mark
of
Marrow spread.
Yeah.
Did you buy it for the Sable picks?
Well,
Sable doing crunches. Did you buy it for the Sable doing crunches picks?
I can't say no because I was like 14. I was like 14 and I subscribed to that and the Raw magazine. You know.
Yep.
And just when you subscribe to a magazine like that, you're like, well, just guess I keep this for 18 years. I still get them.
You still get them?
No.
That's amazing. And what about the Godwins? And how when the Godwins have a T-shirt under their coveralls, they're good guys, and when they take the T-shirts off, they're bad guys.
Well, if you had to take that finish like that, you would have become
How is he alive?
You would have tore your damn shirt off and become a bad guy immediately.
No, had I taken that finish. Look, Henry O's got brain damage, man. Look at it. You can tell.
Phineas took it.
Well, was that Phineas?
Yeah.
Well, Phineas always has brain damage,
the one,
so I guess he's fine.
Is that Freddie Mercury?
Mercury?
No, it's Dan Severn. It's Dan Severn. Awesome. Great. That's the best. Look at this tournament. Oh, King and Van Dam lost to the Headbangers? We probably saw that and I don't remember it. Like and subscribe.
We did.
Yeah.
I kind of remember.
Why did the Headbangers win that match? Because they hated Rob Van Dam?
Because Van Dam was an ECW guy? Like, that wasn't the real...
But they wanted to hire him here, right?
I don't think they ever
That was the only guy they wanted.
I don't think they ever really wanted him. I think he was just... they did the Mr. Monday Night thing, like for
that King deal.
No, well, for the King deal and for him to be heel at ECW, not because they really wanted to hire. I don't think that was a shoot, is what I'm saying. I don't think that was a shoot.
Gotcha. So, can I start carrying a slop bucket to the ring and throwing it on people?
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
brother. I'm not
that's
gonna
right.
Tell you.
I'm a grown-ass man. I'm going to start wearing overalls with no T-shirt.
Here we are. The Godwins versus
LOD.
LOD, one of the biggest tag teams of all time, and not in size. I mean, like biggest, like they transcended.
Also in
mean?
size.
They were. I mean, they were beasts, but they were the guys. They were the one of the few tag teams that like transcended. You know what I mean? The WWE was never a tag team territory, and all the WWE fans knew who they were when they showed up.
Yeah, even when Demolition came in, right? And I'm Demolition guy all the way.
Yep.
But even when they came in, I knew of the Road Warriors.
Yes.
And I compared them immediately.
Yep.
And then I was like, nope, Demolition guy.
Yeah.
You know, because I didn't watch. I didn't watch the NWA.
I feel like you know what's weird. I feel like everybody knew, like you compared them, but you never thought they were like a ripoff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
You were never like, oh, they're just like nobody was ever like, well, they're just one or the other. It was like, oh, look, these two teams happen to be
face
similar.
Paint. Yeah.
When Powers of Pain showed up, everybody was LOD ripoff.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, when I was a kid, I wasn't
Road Warriors. I wasn't Road Warriors ripoff.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I wasn't Road Warriors ripoff. I was like, oh, that's Road Warriors.
Yeah.
I remember telling my brother. That he's like, nope.
Yeah, no, that's not.
My brother's older.
That's Barbarian and
yeah,
Warlord.
Those are not the same guys.
They're not the same dudes.
I'll still contend this, and I think I said this probably 2 weeks ago or last week, but of all of the LOD matches I've ever watched, this is the best, at least Animals looked. Like, not looked, but the best he's worked. Now, and I say that, and neither one of them have sold a thing.
Well, they're in there with the Godwins.
But he was flying off the ropes a second ago. Like, I don't understand why they got to this point and got this kind of bug. Like, you know. So,
well, I don't think they did, man. I think if you go back, because I don't agree with that. If you go back and watch, it's okay. We had this conversation about Sting, right? Sting and the Ultimate Warrior came from the same spot at the same time.
Ooh.
And Sting, good job, Phineas. Thank you. I say not blaming the guy who hit him legit in the face with the forearm.
Hey, Phineas's neck broke from that Doomsday device.
Still broke right now.
Yeah. On Shotgun Saturday Night of all places.
But who cares? It's Phineas.
Yeah.
Jeez, this is good job, guys.
I don't know why I'm complimenting these guys.
Do
it to Henry.
Oh, here we go. Doomsday device. Yeah. Phineas isn't taking it this time. Oh no, nobody's taking it. Oh! Phineas just bumped on the dude. Who was an Animal? Phineas just bumped on Animal.
Was that the finish?
That was the finish. Clothesline off the top. Oh no, that was Henry O. Clothesline off the top to Henry O. Henry O bumps on Animal. We're done. But now they're getting the beat down.
So this match wasn't about the finish because it was awful.
Nope, this match
is about this.
This match is about the heel turn.
Well, we knew they were heels because they didn't have shirts on. Oh, what? Bulldog, Neidhart, Pillman. Yes!
Get him.
Well,
here's the chair shot.
Davey Boy just did the 110-meter high hurdles over Hawk.
Well.
Yeah!
Here we go. Pillman.
Neidhart, Owen, and Bulldog. And no Brett.
Oh, there's Brett.
There's Brett. Brett's on a crutch, though, right?
Is he? I don't know.
Did you just coach him?
He's on a crutch.
No, I think he was. Sure. I think he was hurt after this. I think he was hurt here, but he still did
not on a crutch yet.
He still did the Canadian Stampede match and then got hurt, or was hurt.
Does he do the Canadian? Oh yeah, I guess he does.
Yeah, it's 5-on-5.
Yep. He's got those. Brett's got some sweet jorts on too.
Well, yeah, dude.
He looks.
John Lennon sunglasses.
The John Lennon sunglasses, the Canadian shirt, the leather jacket with the
I'm wearing that for Canadian Stampede, dude.
And what shoes does he have? He's got boots on, right? He's
yeah. Oh yeah,
boots.
Of course.
Dude.
The 90s are the best. You're right. You convinced me. You won.
I just unconvinced myself. because had I seen Bret Hart walk out, like,
who's this? Yep. Okay.
Who is that?
There's no graphic. I don't know. His number probably doesn't work anymore, I guess.
His number doesn't work anymore.
I wish I knew. Whoa, yeah.
Whoa, Jesus.
Hey, lady. Oh, look at Taker.
Look at Paul Bearer's blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he annoyed? Look at how annoyed Paul Bearer is.
Because he's got
with
that
his birthmark.
Did
Did he have the Jillian Hall? He had a Jillian Hall mole for a little bit, and then then Mankind bit it off.
Somebody, yes. Oh.
Whoa.
Hey, remember when they made Vader not a monster?
You mean right here?
Yeah. No, they did it for years.
Why is Vader still like trying to?
Because he wanted to fight him.
I thought you were choking me.
Get back in there and choke me.
What is this, fall brawl?
Choke me.
Why am I even showing up?
Ooh, this will be good.
I
like those guys.
Triple threat.
I don't like triple threats.
This was before they could have good triple threats.
Oh, they hadn't figured out the formula yet?
No, this was back when they still had triple threats.
I'm just seeing 3 good wrestlers.
We're going to see 3 good wrestlers go out there and have no idea what to do with 3 people in a ring.
And fart on themselves?
Yep.
What am I going to have here?
You want Finnegren's?
Not Finnegren's Wake. Oh, I don't want Gretzky's either.
Gretzky's? You want
Give me the
Zechariah?
I guess.
Or do you want some Rebel Stoke? Yeah, have some Zechariah.
Well, no, there's going to be Revel Stoke in there.
Have some Zechariah and some Rebel Stoke. That would be good stuff.
And cherry bitters. I'm throwing it all in together.
Throw it all in.
I'll leave you some. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm good with it. Oh.
That was a video by this time?
Yeah, man.
Oh, he had 2 Mania matches, huh?
Yeah.
One was against Savio Vega, wasn't it?
He was the hottest already, bro.
Yeah. This is exactly what he sounds like on his podcast.
Dude, I love this stuff.
Have you ever heard I don't know why I'm bringing this up now. Have you ever heard gosh dang it. I need a second.
Take your time, bro.
Like and subscribe. Will Sasso's impression of him on the 10-minute podcast.
Yes.
And he'll just do the...
not on the 10-minute podcast. I've heard Will Sasso's... Will Sasso did his impression of Stone Cold to Stone Cold on Monday Night Raw.
But no, he does impressions of him on the 10-minute podcast of Stone Cold's... Doing
Podcast.
Stone Cold on Stone Cold podcast.
Oh.
So he'll just start naming off cheeses. You got your Havarti, your fucking Colby Jack, and he just goes down and it's hilarious.
Awesome.
It's funny. Check it out. It's fun. Flash Funk.
Flash Funk. Hey, there's Tim White.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? What's
Tony
that
Tony Chimmel.
Tony Chimmel. Man,
There's Paul E.
Paul E. with his ECW hat on.
I didn't know Tony. Oh, look at that hair, dude.
Dude.
It's like an angel put it on his head.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's
it is. It was a '90s angel, but it was an angel.
The white trashiest angel, like the angel that descended to put Paul Heyman's hair. Oh, there's
Sabu.
Fonz.
Who's Sabu talking to?
His elephant.
Dead elephant.
His dead elephant.
You told me that before.
That's a thing.
It's not
man.
true.
That is a thing, man.
I still don't believe you.
His first gimmick was that he was a elephant trainer. And
Are you sure that's not still his gimmick?
Listen, the elephant.
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm not sure that's not still the gimmick because the elephant died, and he went crazy, and so he wrestled, but he would, still talk to the elephant, point at the elephant, because the elephant's spirit, I don't know, followed him around or something. He did that to the day I don't know, is he still wrestling? He's probably still wrestling, right?
I'm sure he is. How could you not after all this? I guarantee he doesn't have any cartilage in his knees.
Look at how he wrestles. He doesn't need cardio.
Cartilage.
I knew what you said, and I meant the word. I said the wrong word. I didn't think the wrong thing.
I love it.
You know what I gotta say? Like, I've never been a fan of Sabu, but I have always understood why he has always had a job. You know what I mean? I've always understood why he's a thing. Sabu.
You talked me into Sabu on this very show.
Did I?
Yeah, when we were watching that second Nitro.
Yeah.
He was on that.
Yep.
And you said Sabu was different.
Yes.
And he's still different.
Still.
And
right.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Like, you see dives and stuff all the time, but you don't see Sabu-style dives, dude.
For real. Like,
he goes right to the table, right?
Yep.
So, and he did this on Nitro, and that Nitro was 3 years earlier or 2 years earlier. Like,
man, it was 95.
The dude went there and worked his deal. He worked his gimmick. And it's the innovator of violence? No, he wasn't the innovator of violence.
That was Tommy Dreamer.
He was the suicidal, genocidal. Right.
Yeah. And that's what he did. That's what he's always done.
Yeah.
He looks different. His body. Whoa.
That's game.
That was insane.
That was his finish.
That was his finish.
No, he did a moonsault. I think.
Jump and turn around.
Yeah.
I thought Flash Funk did the 450.
Oh, he might have.
I mean, Flash Funk.
I thought
he did everything. I thought his finish.
Well, yeah, he did everything.
That's for sure. Was the most beautiful 450 you've ever seen.
Might be right. That was a great bump.
Yeah, man.
Great bump from there.
Like when Sabu did dives, they weren't the pretty. Now we see these great athletes today. Mm-hmm. You watch Raw, you see Seth Rollins. He is an amazing athlete. He does a beautiful swan dive over the top, front flip, hits the guy
perfectly,
like a feather, lands on his feet if he wants to. Sabu just hurled himself at these dudes, and everybody crashed and burned. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's what he always did. Like every one of these, every time he does something, it's like throw caution to the wind, and we're just gonna sell tickets with this.
They called him. I think they called him the human highlight reel. Sometimes he's the human, crash test dummy, man.
No shit, yeah. I mean, and
his bumps were ugly.
Yeah.
Everything he did, man. He just
you're right. You're right. He didn't look like he was a wrestler. He looked like he was dangerous, and he looked like he knew what he was doing, but he didn't look like a wrestler.
Right. What you're saying, he looked dangerous.
Yeah.
Rob Van Dam, I heard an interview with Rob Van Dam one time where Rob Van Dam said that he tried to have matches. How did he say it? He said he wanted, when somebody watched his match, he wanted his match to look like it was something a normal human couldn't survive, right?
Wow.
Something like that. And that's Sabu all day long. Like Rob Van Dam did that too, but that is Sabu all day long.
Yeah, but
I'm a wrestler. I don't think I could survive having one of Sabu's matches.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, it wouldn't take me long before I'd punch Sabu in the face and probably get mauled and killed for it. But here you go.
Right. Beautiful.
All
beautiful moonsault. Out.
The thing with Van Dam though, like, I don't mean to get off on a tangent.
No,
like,
please.
But we talk about those feuds, and like Van Dam could do both.
Yeah.
That's why Van Dam is so good.
Yep.
In my opinion, because that whole style took off at this time.
Yep.
And Van Dam could go out there and do a Sabu match somehow.
Yep.
And Van Dam, always to me looked like he was really hitting people.
Yeah.
And was really getting hit.
Yeah.
And probably preferred it that way.
Yep.
And Sabu, like we said, looked like he was trying to create a car crash out there. But Van Dam could also go out there and work with Seth Rollins now.
Oh,
he could go out there. He wouldn't be light as a feather. He'd be Van Dam still.
Awesome. So Sabu,
that happened on that
Sabu
Nitro
does
we saw.
Springboard moonsault on the Flash Funk on a table.
Look
the
at
table
Flash
doesn't
Funk.
break.
Hey,
then he splashes
jump
the table
off again.
And then, while this match has already been thrown out.
Yeah.
Here we go. Do it again from higher. Leg drop. Oh, the legs broke. The table does not break.
Good Lord.
So this is still...
What are they using?
One of those Japanese tables that don't break.
These are doors. This is a castle door.
Here's a door.
This is a castle. Oh,
here's a drawbridge.
Whoa. He don't... See, wow. Look at the...
What's he doing?
My
Sabu
God.
just leaves out through the crowd, throwing chairs.
Yeah.
He's insane, man.
I was a little scared for a second there. This
You were a
happened
little scared.
22 years ago.
You were a little
That guy in the
scared.
Tigers t-shirt?
That guy was definitely scared.
Well, he went and patted him on the back. Oh, yeah.
Up next.
That's still that Bulldog picture we talked about.
Hey,
Hey, do you want to retake that? No, that's fine.
Picture.
That's fine.
No, it'll be good.
No,
it'll be good, mate.
That's fine, mate. I don't do a good British. Only Canadian. Oh, hey.
This is Mankind. Mankind trying to be Stone Cold's partner. Oh, so this isn't... So we're going to get...
You ain't got no ears.
Dude Love, right? So in that coming up, Dude Love and Stone Cold as tag partners?
Dude Love.
Yeah, it is. No, because the first time they do that is the... I can understand why you don't want to be tag team partners with that freak Mankind, but what about the Dude?
That's right here?
Not necessarily tonight. That's coming up.
But that's
This leads
before
up to that.
before Austin's the world champ?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because remember, Dude Love came back to fight Austin as a world champ.
Remember
Love,
how good my memory was about this time?
We had already done Dude Love. Because they did the interviews with Mankind. They had already done Dude Love. At some point, we get the
Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack comes back to fight. Help me out.
New Age Outlaws. Oh,
No.
Chainsaw Charlie.
Nope.
What? Come back to
Triple
fight.
H. Triple H. In the Garden. They have that. That's the first time when Cactus Jack comes back. It's that no holds barred match with Triple H. In the Garden.
So that's going to be soon then.
That's got to be soon. Yeah.
Because they are. Is that Garden show in SummerSlam? 97?
It wasn't a pay-per-view.
Okay, then no.
No, SummerSlam. It's like the night after. SummerSlam is the cage match, right? Cage match with Hunter and Mankind.
And Mankind?
Like it opens the show with that cage match.
Yeah, you might be right. Because they were in the thick of it. Like I said, we were talking about that because they wrestled 2 weeks ago when we did this. And,
Right.
and they had just come off of King of the Ring, and it was awesome. And we got into having hot takes about Mankind and Mick Foley, and I lost my internet cred, and nobody listens anymore.
Nobody listens. That's why our views are so low. I blame you.
Yeah, it's my fault. It's not because Davey Boy Smith's here. Yeah, that guy.
That guy was excited, man.
Why am I making fun of people? I shouldn't do that. Tony Chimmel.
That's what we're here for, Justin.
Oh, my bad.
Make fun of whoever you want.
Hey, Jimmy Corderas with hair. The ref.
No.
No, a little bit of hair.
A little bit.
Mortis. Did you see that Mortis sign on Raw? Look at him. Pick me, Steve. You're right. This is coming up, man. They're going to tag together.
I told you, man. I told you. Mankind's got a sign and an Austin shirt.
Yeah.
Austin 316
Sleeveless,
shirt.
of course.
Well, he's not going to wrestle in a t-shirt, bro.
No.
Hey, what about how skinny Mick Foley is here? For Mick Foley.
Wait. I was just gonna say he looks heavier than he has in the last year and a half. Like at this time.
Oh, like
Like
he
this is
looked
the
heavier here
heaviest
than
he
was.
looked in this era. Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. He looks.
No?
I feel like, man. I mean, maybe I feel like he's heavier later on. Like by the time he's
He's definitely heavier later on. I'm just
Right.
saying, like at this time, like I don't remember.
Oh, you think he's on the grow here? Well,
Yeah.
Look at that dude. That dude's juiced.
That's the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
I was talking about the fan.
Oh,
Mankind is not taking his sign off
you were
yet.
just looking at that guy's mustache.
His mustache was epic.
Don't worry, that sign is the least of Davey Boy's problems. Years later, he will break his leg on the Ultimate Warrior's trapdoor.
Does he ever wrestle again after that?
Yes,
Oh yeah, he comes back to the WWE after that.
in
the jeans.
tight rolled jeans.
Because he's hip. Oh, Stone Cold's on the phone?
Goddamn, Havarti, Colby Jack, Swiss cheese. You got your fucking Gouda. I shouldn't be doing this.
Why?
It's gonna get pulled off of YouTube.
No, it won't. I don't think.
Our 27 viewers won't. 23, 21.
I don't think we've made the algorithm enough.
Like and subscribe.
Oh, look at he's bleeding.
Do it from a second account if you can.
Heck, like and subscribe from all your YouTube accounts, please.
Make a couple others. Tell all your friends.
No, just like, subscribe, comment, get us all up in that algorithm.
Yeah, we're not going to
all
stop
your
doing
friends,
this.
All your friends can hear our hot takes.
Our hot takes are good, even when they're during Brawl Brawl.
What about this match? I just don't care about this match at all.
headbutts, awesome.
Here's my hot take.
Yes.
I don't care at all about the British Bulldog versus Mankind.
Okay.
I feel like maybe
This is a Mania match, half of one.
half of one.
Yeah.
For tag champs.
Yeah.
This is a match where they both have other storylines going on, and I have the benefit.
That's Raw, though.
I have the benefit here of hindsight. Yeah, well, I'm saying I have the benefit here of hindsight. But I feel like even if I was watching this live, I would not think anything was going to happen from this match. You know,
Like Mankind wasn't going to win the European Championship.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like this match.
Is that because you cared about the European Championship?
It is not.
Because nobody else did.
I care.
I think Bulldog was the first winner of that, though.
He definitely was.
Pretty sure, yeah.
He definitely
Yeah.
was. And then eventually we'll see Shawn Michaels win it and then hand it to Triple H.
Yeah, cool.
And then someday...
Somebody else will hand it away?
No.
That happens, doesn't it?
I don't remember. What I remember is D'Lo Brown wins it and holds it all through his chest protector run.
That's
You know,
right.
You know, when he has the broken ribs.
Maybe I'm just thinking of Michaels giving it to H, but I feel like that happened twice for some reason.
It probably did. I'm not saying it didn't. I don't remember it happening twice.
They crowned Davey Boy, and it was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
And I remember when it happened. Like, it was a big deal. Like, they did a whole. It might have been pay-per-view over there, you know, in Britain or whatever. And they're like, "Hey, we got this
in Britain or whatever."
Yeah. Well, Welshland, Scotch, whichever. One of those provinces.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. Like and subscribe.
No, you're right on. You're right on. Over in Welshland, where they won the United Kingdom Championship.
It's pronounced Welshland because they don't like vowels. Welshland.
European Championship.
Yeah.
Chair shot, disqualification.
So, okay.
This match goes nowhere.
So that's a great way to not have Mick lose, but oh Jesus.
Yeah. Get that. No, there's no CTE. What?
No, he don't give a
97, boys.
He don't give a fuck either, dude. Bulldog's laying that shit in.
Yeah,
I like it.
But That's how you do it, man.
That's how you lay chair shots
if you're gonna take it, take it.
Do we do it again? I didn't touch it.
Doing it again. I don't know what happened.
All right. Well,
now.
I didn't touch it.
Sorry, folks. Fix the interference. We're not gonna stop. We're just gonna keep rolling because we're good now.
Sorry if my velvety voice sounded different.
Nah, it's just our 25 listeners don't care. Sometimes you get a feedback.
24.
I don't know if it's the mics. I don't know what it is. Sometimes we get a feedback. I gotta fix it.
We filmed this 4 times tonight.
We've only filmed it
this episode. That's why we're so drunk.
Not so drunk.
I mean, not brawl drunk, but we'll
never be brawl drunk.
No, never again.
We
have rules now.
I think we need to get brawl drunk. Like,
well, we might. We can't keep doing
that sideways chair shot.
And that was at the back of the chair.
That was like to the neck. And we wonder why McFoley
retired
hard to watch,
at
35.
Dude. He's got kids.
By God.
Good God Almighty.
We're not rating it yet.
It's not that. Okay, sorry.
It's a by God.
Delta Center.
By God,
I want tickets. Oh, phone number no longer available.
Yeah, you can't. You can't call that one. That one's not active. So we're.
I'd go to the Delta Center. And there, the Arrowhead Pond. That's nowhere near here.
Anaheim, California. That's not even close.
I had that Austin 316 shirt. I wish I still did. It was like a large. It was like a large when I bought it. I wear a 2X now.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't fit you, but
I wish I still had it, man. Like that's pretty awesome. Like I bought it at Mania '97. Good talk, Russ. And so I went to Mania '97. I was I had just become a big Steve Austin fan. And, so that's the only shirt I wanted. I wanted just the Austin 316 shirt. I was like any other almost 16-year-old boy. I was 16. No, yeah, I was 97, almost 17. Anyway, I'll stop that. We're not buying any of these tickets. We don't need this phone number. Let's get to the action, right? Right. So we're going to have that triple threat now, right? So it's going to be H and Goldust and Owen. And it's for the Intercontinental Championship. And that's a good match on paper. We got Chyna and Marlena out there at ringside. There's been a lot of stuff going on with Triple H and Goldust since Mania. Oh. Holy moly. We got Gorilla, Pat Patterson, and Owen Hart is demanding that Brian Pillman's out there. H has braids in the back of his hair. This is awesome, guys. Fine. He just told you it's okay. I don't have a problem. All right, cool, man. Well, so Intercontinental Championship, that's wow, man. Pat Patterson had the Grand Wizard with him. I like that. That's awesome. Pedro Morales. Look at how dumb this memory is, guys. Tito was next. No, Don Morocco. Wow. Then Tito. There we go. Yes. Jonesy still got it. I was just, the Honky Tonk Man beat Tito?
Well,
done with him. Then the Ultimate Warrior, the best ever. Oh, did they just gloss right over the Ultimate Warrior?
Right over the Ultimate Warrior.
Okay, well.
The Rick Rude.
That was a great match, man. Wembley Stadium.
I love. What is
Ahmed Johnson won it once. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
well, we're about to have a triple threat for it.
We're having a triple threat?
Yeah.
And we are We are switching from Raw
to the war zone.
to the War Zone.
In 87,000 countries. In 407,000 languages.
At Go-Go Jonesy, you know what that means.
What?
Means we celebrate.
With Finnegrins?
We celebrate
Finnegrins
the
Wake?
transition
I forgot they showed this again.
from Raw to Warzone
I feel like this is my fault.
with a big
Hold on. Oh, we're
celebratory swig of Finnegrins
Finnegrins
Irish whiskey.
Wake.
It's not Finnegan's Wake.
No, it is.
You ready?
I guess.
You ready? Jonesy, welcome to Warzone.
Welcome to Warzone, boo.
Oh, it's so bad.
Pinkies up, my friends.
Pinkies up. Hit it.
That dog just said, Dad's hurt. He's hurt real bad. Oh, God, that's
Finnegrins. That's. I gotta be honest.
way worse than Wayne Gretzky. Way worse than the great one.
Better than I recalled.
Like how?
Like it was so bad.
It's still so
It
bad.
was so bad last week, and it's still not good. But it is not as bad as my mind.
My belly hurts from whiskey.
It.
My belly.
You love whiskey.
I know. That's my point. My belly is immune to whiskey.
Hey,
Yes.
Special referee Matt Patterson.
Hey. Back to Bay.
The people they're gonna go banana.
Awesome.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley. So he's not Triple H here.
Nope, he's still the Greenwich, Connecticut snobbies.
Blue blood.
Whew. My God. 96? He Jaren's out. He's injured for the duration. Triple H killed Mark Marrow. That's what happened. And he's a 97 King of the Ring. Does a curtsy. There's Chyna. She's fine.
I think I blew out my...
No, you're fine. You'll be okay. Just let it fill with fluid and then wrestle on it for a while like I did.
Yeah, don't worry.
Coliseum video.
That should be easy enough.
Oh, what is going on here?
That
looked like sex. Oh, that was Razor Ramon.
It is Razor Ramon.
Yeah, you're right.
Scott Hall.
That was. Sorry. Stole that championship. Championship. Hey.
So
Hey, loved Gold Dust.
loved Gold Dust.
Always.
I got a
One of my favorites.
I got a hot take
Okay.
that's gonna make some people question. I don't know. My hot take. I find Chyna here more attractive than I find Terry Runnels.
Okay. We've had this hot take before.
Well, my hot take was
Mostly.
that I thought Chyna looked better here than she does later when she's
So
2/3 plastic.
Your hot take. Oh, Owen Hart pinning The Rock, huh?
Was that The Rock?
Man, was
Yeah, I guess it was The Rock to get the Intercontinental.
in? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're past Brett's injury. We talked about that earlier, but we have to be past Brett's injury because Brett goes into SummerSlam.
Wait.
With Taker. Brett goes into SummerSlam with Taker, wins the belt, and then goes into the Montreal Screwjob for Survivor Series.
Here's the thing. Why is Pat Patterson in this ring?
To call the match?
With Owen Hart and Dustin Reynolds and
Because
John
it's-
Paul,
because it's a triple threat. It's a triple threat,
and he's the only guy.
They had no idea how to do these matches then.
I like your explanation, but like, yes, that's awesome, and I want to believe
that long searching low blow.
Yeah, I want to believe Pat Patterson called that, but like, man,
Pat Patterson,
these guys couldn't do a triple threat. I know he's the greatest ever. He is. I understand that, but knowing that now, like seeing him out there, I'm like, oh, they cheated.
So these guys,
they cheated.
These
That's
guys,
a cheat code.
These
That's
guys were
saying.
not. Yeah, but these guys were. Well, first of all, this match is not going to be the match that made the company go triple threats. That's the future of the industry.
It might be.
It's not.
It might be.
It's not.
It's good.
It is not. We don't know if it's good. It's just starting out. It's not.
No, it's
going
fine.
Too badly.
It's fine now.
But
though.
these guys. No, hold on. So first of all, Triple H.
First of all, there's
Hunter
two heels and one face.
Hunter Hearst
Everybody
Helmsley.
like and subscribe, and if you book wrestling shows, 2 heels, 1 face, every triple threat. Come on,
Hunter Hearst Helmsley
get it together.
was not the game here. He was just that green kid that did pretty good in WCW. Owen Hart was Owen Hart, and Owen Hart's fine. Owen Hart was always good.
He just
Gold
died.
Dust.
Good shot.
Dustin Rhodes was Gold Dust, who was unorthodox to say the least, right?
But
now,
still good.
He was good, but he was unorthodox. Okay, so you put all these guys in a ring together, and you go, okay, here's this triple threat match where all 3 of you are going to be fighting all at once, and yeah, these guys need some support in the form of Pat Patterson.
Could they have put him in a striped shirt or any kind of striped shirt?
Maybe he refused.
Why is Pillman down there?
Because he's with Owen.
Here's my deal, dude.
Triple H.
They have the formula right.
Hunter has China.
In there.
Hunter
There's
has
3
China.
workers.
Goldust has Terry Runnels. Owen Hart's got to have somebody.
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
Yeah,
I always
spinning
am.
heel kick. Yeah, you are. You're always right. Like and subscribe.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's why you guys tune in.
Just keep pouring this Rebel stuff.
Rebels.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Roll.
Oh,
Roll.
we need some. I'm gonna splash the.
No, get you some Zachariah Harris, dude.
Wait.
Oh wait. Do you want some of that Finnegrins in there?
Finnegrins? I did not want the Finnegrins.
Come
Hold
on.
on.
It.
We just got a wacky finish already.
Try it. Is that the finish?
All right.
Missed it. Oh, Pat Patterson's a corporate shill now? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. No, Jaron. He's not.
I think you're just trying to get me to drink this so it's not around for our transitions.
We're not transitioning.
Excuse me. Have some water.
No. Maybe.
Give me some water. Come on, what are we doing here?
Here, have that one.
Take that.
Need more than that?
I don't care what water.
Which water?
Fine.
I thought you wanted him to pee. Hey, Gorilla's out there. Gorilla shouldn't be out there.
He was the president here, right?
Seems bad, though. Look at him. He weighed 600 pounds at one point in time, right?
He never weighed 400.
680.
He might have been billed at 680. He never weighed 680. I bet Gorilla probably weighed 350 at one point.
Not 400 ever.
Never. I don't think I would be surprised.
He's a big fucker, but
He was big, but I mean, even think about. Okay, what's
I don't know
the
what
most
just happened. Sorry, folks.
There was a finish. Owen, I think.
Oh, okay.
Goldust pinned Owen.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, the match started over. Owen had his foot on the bottom rope, is what I believe happened.
Oh, okay.
We are,
Owen's just right there.
we are paying such good attention to this show that we're supposed to be watching along with.
Like and subscribe.
All right.
Yeah.
Gorilla. Think about
And
what's the Gorilla image that comes to mind when you think of Gorilla not at commentary?
just in a 2-strap singlet, like that's the only thing I've ever seen ever.
Okay.
Not in commentary. That was pre-Mania 1, so like I had to go out and find that.
Okay, here's what you've seen, and you're going to remember it as soon as I say it. Him with Muhammad Ali on his shoulders, spinning Muhammad Ali.
Oh, yeah.
Airplane spin on Muhammad Ali.
Right.
He is not 200 pounds heavier than Muhammad Ali.
No, yeah, you're right.
Right.
Muhammad Ali was a heavyweight, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's at least 250, 260.
In that range.
And tall.
In that range. Tall, and
like
lean,
heavyweights now are
in that
like
range.
240.
And yeah, right.
Right, but
and definitely like bigger than Muhammad Ali, but not double Muhammad Ali.
Right, yeah.
Right. His triple threat is so bad, man. Okay, so this is.
That's why Patterson's out there.
This is
why you guys watch, man.
Just like I said,
Johnny Fountain of Knowledge right over here. James J. Knowledge. Johnny Knowledge. Keep changing his name. Jaron Knowledge.
McCaffrey. Now listen, here's the thing. They
Johnny
have no
Knowledge
clue.
head.
Nowadays the triple threat is like a staple.
They're not this much better though. Like
I think they are, man. I think
they're better than this because this is bad.
This is not good.
These guys
had no idea what to do, man. And this was not the first triple threat ever, obviously, but it was close enough that they have no idea. And these are three very good workers that will go on to be three of the best of all time. But they don't know how to work this match, and they're doing their best. But nowadays, the triple threat is a staple. You know what I mean? Like every company, every worker has been in a triple threat. If you've been doing it any amount of time,
so
every worker has been in a triple threat.
Let's explain why that is, because every time you go, China. Hurricane China. Hurricane China.
Oh.
Brian Pillman.
The Finnegan.
Yes.
Comes through the Rebel Stoke.
So here's the deal with triple threats. What you were saying.
Yep.
Every worker's been in them.
Yes.
Because they show up to a show that had matches booked. And somebody didn't show up.
An odd number of men, yes.
Yep. That's correct. Because triple threats are awful. They're bad no matter what. And we saw it right here, and it's two heels and a face, which is always what you see with the triple threat.
Hopefully.
Yeah, you should.
It's not always what you see, but it's the ideal.
But it should be, and when it is always the thing you see, you can't deviate. Like, are you going to have the faces attack each other immediately?
Yeah.
Like on an indie show?
Because I have this belief.
You fix triple threat matches. Let's go. I'm going to pause the show. I'm not going to.
We're not going to pause the show. We're going to have this conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Brett
and Anvil's here.
Brett and Anvil are happy that Owen won, and now I'm not gonna fix triple threats. What I'm gonna fix?
There's no answer.
So there is this idea that kind of pervades wrestling that like all the faces are friends, all the heels are friends, right? And that is a dumb idea. Because all the wrestlers want to win their match. So even if and we see this just for argument's sake, we see this in MMA. Sometimes people who are friends, who train together, have to fight each other, and they both want to win that fight. And they have that fight, and then whoever they get down and dirty and beat each other up, and whoever wins has to then they shake hands and hug afterwards, and they're always glad like that the tension of the fight is gone. For wrestling, that's how it should be. The ideal match our ideal match for storytelling, for interest in a show, in a match from the fans, heel face, because then you've got a son of a bitch and you've got a superhero, and you want to see good versus evil, and theoretically you want to see evil triumph, or you want to see good triumph, right?
Yeah.
Whoever you want to see triumph.
Yeah. Usually good.
But what should be ideal is the Hogan Ultimate Warrior match, where the two best good guys come together and they have the down and dirty, and whoever wins, now we know who the best man is. In a triple threat, that's what it should be. If you have two good guys, we just talked about how the ideal triple threat is two bad guys versus one good guy.
Every time.
And that's easiest because you feel like you can have the bad guys team up, and it makes it easy to...
And then turn on each other.
That's
the point.
Right. But it should be just as interesting to see the two good guys. If you have two good guys versus a bad guy, it should be just as interesting for two good guys to be like, okay, let you and me beat the fuck out of this son of a bitch, and then we'll have a clean match and figure out who the better man is.
It fully depends on the son of a bitch, but the whole deal is that the odds have to be stacked against the face every time. So if they're buddies, is that 1990s booking or whatever? Like that is a little bit, but that's the deal, dude.
So
that's still storytelling.
Yes.
For this medium, right? That's right. Correct. Not correct. Correct.
No, yeah, you're right.
No, correct.
You're right.
Correct is not the right thing to say, but
so listen. Here's the thing. I do agree. The difference is that what's the difference? The difference is that when we a lot of wrestlers get so muddled in the triple threat if there's not two heels.
Okay.
Used to. You know what? Our generation. How about this? So our generation gets real muddled. If there's
that's true though.
Two faces.
Because as soon as I'm told I'm going to be in a triple threat with two heels, I'm like, what the why?
Right.
You know, this is so easy. This is so easy to fix.
Yep.
Like all we have to do is have two heels team up on the face. Face comes up on the heels, and there we are. But if you're trying to put over some kind of story, you have to have a nice heel, though, dude. He's got to be a shit heel, dude. Right?
Well,
he's got to be Flair.
I don't think so, man. I think,
really?
Look, man. I think
story you're telling, like you're trying to pair these guys against each other. That heel does not have to take care of one of them when the other one screws the other one. Come on, dude.
Listen, here's the thing.
It's a tale as old as time.
That is the easiest way to do it.
Easy.
That is the easiest way to do it.
I'm easy now. I'm easy to you.
You are presenting the easy way as the ideal way.
Man.
Now, I'm and maybe the easy way is the ideal way.
Everything's changed.
There's also the other way where we should want to see, you know, if we have Stone Cold and man, that's a tough one to say. I was gonna say if we have Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart in a triple threat, right? So what if we have?
We're all taking a side, so.
Right, you know. Well, that's the thing. We're entering the era where we start to get muddled, and it starts to become because the '80s was all Hulk Hogan, right?
Yeah.
Like Hulk Hogan,
but Hulk Hogan didn't work triple threats. Let's talk about Goldust, Owen Hart, and Triple H. Okay.
Well, that match.
Let's just go there.
That match had two heels.
Yeah.
So if we had, who is this beating up?
I don't know. He's a boxer. He just killed Anvil. The rhino. I stole that. It's a boxer.
What boxer is that?
I don't know.
Is that Thomas Hearn?
Oh, Anvil's punch drunk, dude.
Is that who that is? I got it.
Tommy Hearns?
Tommy Hearns?
Tommy Hearns? I don't know. What? Yeah! Get in there, Tommy Hearns! We don't know who you are. Sorry.
I know who Hearns is.
Okay.
Hagler Hearns?
Well,
the War?
Well,
The
sorry.
War? I know who.
My bad.
I don't know if that's Hearns.
I know
that's
Mike
Hearns.
Tyson. That's all I got.
Hearns. Ooh. Hey, Hearns.
I'm just going to
check that out. Make sure that's Hearns.
1-800-COLLECT. 1-800-COLLECT, June 23rd,
That's
97
not
Raw.
what we're calling. Hey, he just worked over Anvil. Okay, so we were arguing, but we missed all this because this is great stuff. He punched Anvil like 3 times.
Yeah! Motherfucker. Hitman Absolution. I don't know what that means. This is Up Rocks. I don't know.
I feel like he looks too young to be Hearns, though. I feel like
Machine Gun Hearns? Is that? I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm looking. Dude.
So I don't know boxers real well. What I feel like but I know fights real well. And Hagler Hearns was the War, and it was one of those like big money fights at the time. What you got?
I don't know. I'm doing my best.
Put in Hagler.
Hagler. Did they say his name? Marvin Hagler.
Marvin Hagler.
Marvin Hagler.
Marvin
Is that
Hagler.
him?
That's
Not.
okay. Yeah. That's so that's Hagler.
Who
Put
is
in
this?
Hearns.
Is that
Put in
Scott
Hearns.
Taylor?
Yeah, it's Scott Taylor. This is Scotty Too Hottie. Put in Hearns because that's who it was. It was Hearns.
Marvin Hearns?
It was not Hearns. Clear out the Marvin. Put in Hearns.
Hearns is for
Hearns versus Hagler.
Thomas Hearns.
Tommy Hearns. That's definitely who that was.
Well, maybe.
Put in Hearns Raw.
Take it easy.
Put in
I'll do what I
Hearns
want.
on Raw.
No.
I'm going to smack you
He's
in the
60.
face. Not in 97.
Yep, still 60. Look at Brian Chris. Hey, there's the king.
With not his son. What were they? Too much? Are they about
Too
to wrestle
hot,
each other?
dude. Yeah,
Hot.
they're gonna eat each other. But
No, they weren't
Eat.
too hot. They were too much. They were Scotty Too Hottie and
too hot. Or
it was Scotty Too
Grandmaster
Hottie
Sexay.
and Grandmaster Sexay. And they were too much, right? Ridiculous.
I guess.
We should know. We're the
If
worst.
Scotty
We're the
Too
worst.
Hottie hadn't shaved that mullet and cut those tassels off, he would have been something.
I think that he...
I wrestled their
he
tag
did the
team
worm.
partner once.
He did the worm.
He did.
You got the stink face. We're
did.
ways away from the stink face. Actually,
yeah.
how far are we away from? We're probably 2 years away from the stink face, right?
I don't think 2 years is right.
99,
is
I
it?
bet.
I don't-
97.
I want to feel like Brian Christopher didn't last that long without that.
Okay, so hold on. Well, because they were the tag team for a while, man. Before they were. Well, hold on. So,
They were a heel tag team? All you got to do is
hold on,
shave your mullet?
When did Rikishi hit
Sting
Stone
face me?
Cold? No, when did Rikishi hit Stone Cold with the car? That was
It was like 01.
That was November 99.
No! No! He was in that Hell in a Cell match? In 00?
Yeah? No. When was that Hell in a
This
Cell
is
match?
dumb. I don't know. You're probably right. I would have said 01. Why they try to
maybe
turn him-
01, maybe 01. Okay,
Stand up
okay.
for
Well, hold
Rock.
on. Okay, so WrestleMania
We're
2000.
cutting hairs on one
WrestleMania
ear.
2000.
Cutting hairs on one ear.
WrestleMania 2000. He was there by he was Rikishi by WrestleMania 2000.
Yeah. Probably 99.
So it would have been the
Probably
end of
19
2000.
or
It would have been the end of 2000
15.
when he hit Stone Cold with the car. So he would have had to debut late 99, which is 2 years from where we're at now. Because he had not been around. He had not been around a long time.
He might have debuted.
Rikishi.
No, yeah, he was, dude.
Not by WrestleMania 2000.
He was at Mania 15.
Wrong.
Okay. Well,
Who do you wrestle? Who do you
like
wrestle
and
at
subscribe.
Mania 15?
I don't know.
Who do you wrestle at Mania 15?
He was probably in a tag match.
He was not.
The new Blackjacks.
Rikishi and the new Blackjacks. WrestleMania 15.
No, he tagged with these guys.
Versus who? Los Barriquas.
Yep.
Oh.
Jesus,
Rikishi,
Savio, and Jesus.
Rikishi and Too Much versus the new Blackjacks. WrestleMania 15.
Yep.
It was. I don't remember that match.
Looking it up.
Look it up. Please. I've never wanted to be wrong so much in my life.
Can't wait to eat.
I can't. I can't wait.
To be wrong?
No, listen. If Rikishi and Too Cool. It was Too Cool. They were Too Cool. Rikishi and Too Cool.
I know.
Versus the new Blackjacks. WrestleMania
I want to call
15.
the 1-900 number.
If Rikishi and Too Cool took on the new Blackjacks at WrestleMania 15, we will watch that match next and put it online as an extra.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Event. Do you want to watch the aftermath?
No,
I don't know.
I want to watch that match.
Let's see what happened in the event.
I want to see Rikishi and Too Cool versus the new Blackjacks.
Come on, man. Just give me the card. I can't read all this text. Jesus. What am I? I'm a goddamn... Here, results.
This is my favorite episode.
Yeah, this is the best. Like and subscribe. Hey, that's the Mania Butterbean defeated Bart Gunn.
I know. I love that.
We're going there next.
That's my third favorite match of all time. But I'm not looking for that match. I'm looking for Rikishi and Too Cool versus the new Blackjacks.
Okay,
at
maybe
WrestleMania
it's on the pre-show.
Maybe it's on the pre-show. Heat. Maybe
No.
it's on Heat.
It's not the new Blackjacks. I was just guessing.
That's the only match I want to see.
D'Lo Brown and Test were a tag team in '98.
But I
WrestleMania.
don't want to see D'Lo Brown and Test. I want to see Rikishi and Too Cool versus the new Blackjacks.
All right, let's just
At
ask.
WrestleMania 15.
When did Rick Ishii die?
R-I-K-I-S-H-I.
That's the first thing on the Googles.
Pretty sure
He's not dead, guys.
Pretty sure he's still alive.
Come on, man.
For now.
Take it easy.
Until Barry Windham and JBL hear about this.
Look at Vader. Look at Paul Bear's strawberry patch.
Paul Bear's strawberry patch.
Yep.
Paul Bear's Jillian.
Hashtag Jillian Michaels. What'd you say? Jillian whom?
Jillian Hall.
Jillian Halls.
Was it Jillian Hall? I thought it was,
I don't
was it
know.
Jillian Michaels?
No, that's
Jillian
probably...
Michaels sounds right, but
No.
was she someone else?
Yeah, she's totally somebody else. I don't know what I'm talking about.
3 members of the nation.
Oh, here, me too.
We are the nation.
Where's Ahmed?
Of domination.
Why isn't Ahmed out there? Like, we don't allow fanny packs.
Ahmed, you gotta put that moose knuckle away, or we're not gonna let you out there.
The old moose.
It's time. It's time.
Finally,
It's
guys. We've been doing this for weeks, and look at Vader, dude. He just did this.
He looks so lean and thin and ready to go. Veda. It's Veda time.
That's the first Goldberg right there.
I don't know if that's accurate.
That's true.
The first Goldberg? That's a weird.
Nope.
It's
True
a weird
story.
thing to put on Vader.
True True
Oh, who is this
story.
chick we're zooming in on and winking at the camera?
Who is it?
I don't know. She was a 90s girl.
He was a head shrinker. Rikishi.
Vader?
Yeah, Vader was.
The head shrinkers were not on WrestleMania 15.
I'm not talking about head shrinkers.
You just said you brought up the head shrinkers.
99.
And what I say?
99 episode of Metal. WWF Metal is Rikishi Fatu.
What
Wow,
episode?
man.
How late? When was it?
99.
Late 99.
You're right.
I'm always right.
He was the Sultan in March of this year.
He was the Sultan at
took
13.
That's
Lost to
what I
The Rock.
That's what I
Got
just
beat
said.
up by Rocky Johnson.
That's what I just said.
You just got Johnson shuffled and juked and jived.
I did.
The Johnson shuffle. Look
That's how
at
we make the sausage,
D'Lo and
kids. So, Taker and Vader
Taker and
versus
Vader, the
everyone.
greatest tag team of all time.
Oh, and that guy. That guy's got their back, though.
Versus
Taker's got a
Look at
homicide.
That chick's excited.
Mall bangs.
That dude hit the. Why did dudes? What is that, man? Like you know, if you've ever had a camera on you and you immediately hit the bicep,
Yep.
you're a dude.
Yep.
What is it with dudes?
Faux show. Yeah, get him,
get
comma.
him, D'Lo.
Oh, D'Lo.
Wake up, man. Pay attention.
Sorry, my bad.
This is D'Lo's big chance.
It is, and he should treat it that way. Yes. Oh, great bump too, man. I love it. So we aren't doing 4-on-2. We're just doing D'Lo and Farouk.
D'Lo and Farouk.
Well, thank God for that. Oh, and Ahmed's not even out there.
Ahmed's
Why?
backstage.
Yeah, you're banned from ringside because
upset.
you're awful.
They're worried. They're worried he'll come off on the match.
Yeah. The Undertaker will kill you next time.
Was this D'Lo's first match? This can't have been D'Lo's first match, right?
Probably his first televised match.
Yeah. I mean, he was.
Go with that.
He was what, an accountant for the nation last week?
He looks green.
He looks real green.
I feel like. Oh man.
Get him,
I'm
D'Lo.
about to say a
Get
hot
him,
take,
D'Lo.
dude. Have we had a hot take this episode?
No. What's your hot take?
The Undertaker,
Yeah.
as a worker,
Greatest of all time?
as somebody who improves other people,
By far. Taker deserves.
I think he's overrated.
Woo! Hold on. Slide up to your microphone, son. Oh, wait. We're getting...
God damn it! I didn't do anything.
I fixed it.
Okay.
Maybe. Nope.
Jesus. Fixed it.
Still trying to figure out this. Maybe I'm going to have to buy a new microphone or something. Because it seems to be that one. I'm going to have to mark that one and see if this one ever has that problem and then maybe replace that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't touch it again.
I
Promise.
It's fine. I know. I blame the microphone, not you. But now we have to get back to that hot take. Because, son, give me your hot take again.
He didn't. He's not the best worker of all time that improved other people, dude. He improved a lot of people, but there's a lot of shit he could not carry through a match that I am not. There's a lot of people who he could not carry through a match that I am convinced there's maybe 3 other guys that could have carried through a match. So
Show your work.
When I say overrated in that respect, still the greatest of all time, one of the greatest of all time. But I feel like Shawn Michaels could have got better matches. I feel like Steve Austin could have got better matches out of them. And
Like who? Who are you referring to specifically?
Well, I'm going to specifically say the times he was in there with D'Lo. D'Lo's green as fuck here. And he kind of made him look like shit, in my opinion.
You think?
Yeah. He didn't do that to Kama last week. Like, he made Kama fine.
Kama's got a lot more experience than D'Lo.
I understand that, but...
And that's your point. Okay.
Exactly. Like, don't be out there and be the guy. You know, make everybody look good. Vader's beating the fuck out of D'Lo right now. He don't care.
Well, Vader...
And D'Lo's like, what do I have to wrestle?
I don't think Vader ever got smartened up. I think Vader thinks he's in a real fight right now, and he's only got one chance to beat this young athletic kid. So he's got to take every shot he can get.
He sold for Ron Simmons, though. Ron Simmons will tell him what's up. Here's my response. Let me preface all that or sufface all that. Undertaker's like in my Mount Rushmore.
Okay. Has to be.
I think that the credit he is given with green guys and with guys like shitty guys he had to work with his entire career, which happened. He had to work with all the dog shit. I think he's given more credit than he deserves for those matches. But that does not mean he is not an all-time great.
Okay. I am going to...
Yes.
I'm going to not specifically disagree with you. I think you are overstating your point here. Should we cover this real quick? Vader just lost the match for Taker and Vader, who were supposed to be a tag team. Vader then tried to turn on Taker.
Taker got
Tombstone. We're going to get Taker. We're going to get Taker and Vader at Canadian Stampede.
Canadian Stampede.
Okay, so this is the setup for that match.
Because he's telling him his brother's coming, dude. I saw your parents burn. Your brother's coming.
That's what he's telling them right now.
But he is. That's what's coming.
I mean, that's what we're coming up to. I don't think that's what this promo is about.
Maybe not.
Because we get Taker.
He's like, I got this birthmark.
We got to get to Taker and Vader first. All right. Here's the thing with Taker. I will agree that Taker took care of Taker first. And Taker expected the guys he worked with to step up to his level as best they could.
And they should have.
Taker was not a Ric Flair. Like Ric Flair could Ric Flair could take bumps that would make a match entertaining, even if the guy he was wrestling could only stand there. Taker could not do that.
No.
Taker, because of Taker's size, because of Taker's character, Taker had to have somebody who was able and willing to stand up. Who was able and willing to stand up to Taker and carry their side of the match. Not like Taker could not carry the way that Shawn Michaels or Ric Flair or Steve Austin was able to. Go watch WrestleMania 9, Undertaker versus the Giant Gonzalez.
Do I have to?
for my counterpoint to your hot take, go watch that match. You will see Taker trying to create spots and moments and these things that, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, man. This is okay. You will see Taker trying to create these moments that make the match good, even though Giant Gonzalez was limited and was pretty much just 8 feet of hot garbage.
I think that's mostly my point. Like, Undertaker is credited with being this guy who could pull anything out of anybody. And I'm not saying that any of these other guys could have pulled that out of Giant Gonzalez.
Right.
But Taker couldn't either. Like, I love Taker. Like, I'm not that is not the point of this. Like, it's the point was he's in there with shit and he's trying to turn it to gold.
Okay.
But he can't always do that.
Okay.
And
I don't disagree.
Like, there's guys who are better at that than him.
Yes.
But he gets credit for it more than they do.
I don't think he does, though.
Really?
I don't think many people credit Taker as much as Taker credit. Like, people credit Taker as being the best of all time. Well, people credit Taker as being a legend, but Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair routinely, like, obligatory get credited as being the best of all time.
Yeah.
And that's because they could make a match entertaining by the bumps they would take for somebody else. You put Flair, you put Michaels in there with somebody who can only stand in the middle of the ring, and they're going to take crazy bumps for him and make that match entertaining. Taker could not do that if he wanted to.
Right.
So,
but the big thing there is, like, that wasn't afforded by his character.
oh, okay.
And we're going way over, but, like, you know, I could
fine.
name other guys, but they're all-time greats. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, you know, Savage could
Yep.
do that.
Yep.
Roberts could do that.
I don't know that Roberts ever did. Roberts style. See, you're talking about now we're getting into like an apples oranges, because Roberts' style was such. Roberts worked a style where nobody needed to take bumps.
It's not.
Roberts could get a match out of guys who couldn't take bumps. Shawn Michaels and Flair and Savage could make a match good by the bumps they took.
That's true, but Roberts still got those guys over. That's any
Okay.
monster.
I think
Andre couldn't walk when Roberts worked
for
with him.
real.
Like that's my point. Like
Mhm.
like and even me, like this is the whole point of this. Like, I think Taker's one of the best ever.
Okay.
But I think maybe we need to draw back on how much he put other idiots over. That he had no choice in working.
Okay.
Like, it's not his fault that he had to
Right.
work Giant Gonzalez
Right.
and all these guys. And he worked his ass off. Even at Mania 13, like, he was the only hard worker in that ring between him and Sid. Right?
For
And
sure.
that's his first championship, his first real championship.
Right.
Yeah, and he's the only worker in that ring. But, man, he's given too much credit for shit that he did great,
Yeah.
but other people could do fine. Like,
So
it's
here's-
always been this narrative where Taker is the best with people who can't work.
Okay.
Like that I think maybe that's my. I don't think I have a
So
good
here's-
argument, honestly, but
well,
like,
well, no, I think I get what you're saying, and here's how I'm going to counter your argument, I guess, because I think that Taker came from an era where the match was maybe even like third on the list of priorities. Okay, I mean, you got to remember Taker came up like under Hogan's era, and Taker came to prominence during Hogan's era, where he was like the outlier as a character because he was kind of a dark, scary character, right?
Mm-hmm.
But during that time, the matches did not have to be good, right?
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Taker carried a long way as his character, as being able to, like I said, with his match at WrestleMania 9, to have a match where he created moments where he shined, right? And then he did, like I will give you that he maybe struggled for a little bit. And if you want to hear my specific thoughts on like his WrestleMania matches, you can really go and check out our Streak Easy podcast over on part of the Geek Easy podcast.
Like and subscribe.
Where we talk about all of The Undertaker's WrestleMania matches. But you can really see an evolution through him, where he came through an era where it was just about showing up and being The Undertaker. And then he came up, and then he had a moment where he had to be The Undertaker over everybody else. And then he gradually transitioned into having amazing matches in the later part of his career when that became a thing. I think we are starting to see a little bit of his transition here. Like the stuff he's done the last couple weeks, he just shows up and he's The Undertaker, and we expect a better match than what he delivers. I don't think he cared at that point. I think he was just like, if I show up and I'm The Undertaker, I will still outshine everybody in the ring.
I think it happened even before that.
And he was not wrong.
I think it happened even before that, like in 95, 96, man.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, he knew how good he was, and he was the only guy that size.
Yep.
And if he didn't have to work fucking Giant Gonzalez anymore, like, he was going to put on a great show.
Pretty sure we're hammered drunk. Doing a watch along, you can say whatever you want.
I'll do what I want. You're not my dad.
Guys, let us know what you think. Is The Undertaker overrated? Is The Undertaker the greatest of all time?
I don't mean
he's overrated. Guys, what was The Undertaker's? Comment below and let us know what you think. We are going to get out of here. We're way over time already. Thank you for joining us for this watch along. As always, guys, drink responsibly. But we are going to raise a glass to you as we wrap up tonight. Thank you for joining us. Justin, thank you for joining me. You don't have any drink, but I am going to drink to all of our whiskey and wrestling fans.
Yeah, guys.
We will see you guys.
Thanks for watching.
Next week.
Like and subscribe.